It's the Jim and Terry Show coming to you from the Hobbit Hole studio in Bobcaygeon. I'm one of your hosts, Terry, and with me in the Hobbit Hole is my good friend.
Call 911. Call 911. I feel captive in the studio. We've been trying to get the glitch out of this computer.
Get the glitch out.
I'm Jim, by the way.
We come to you from the Hobbit Hole studio having had breakfast and a coffee, and the coffee we dragged down into the Hobbit Hole. And I salute you, clink, clink.
Oh, pull the shoulder
Don't
out.
pull your shoulder.
Pull the shoulder out to grab my coffee.
Need.
Yeah, great breakfast. I had eggs and all kinds of onions and green peppers and potatoes and wonderful healthy toast.
One of your favorite spices, I might add, since you mentioned in passing one morning that you use smoked paprika.
Oh, did you put smoked paprika on it?
Did for you for
it was
your
good.
Eating. You're eating enjoy. I was going to say edible.
That's all.
Edible enjoyment.
It was good.
Oh boy, get our tongues tied already. We haven't got.
We're going into the breakfast story. The breakfast show.
We haven't met since Halloween, so let's start off with some scary stories, such as the costume party at Lago.
Oh yeah, what a decadent thing it was. The theme was the Great Gatsby, and it couldn't have been more decadent than that. Women swimming in great big giant champagne glasses, scantily dressed women walking around shaking their booties, and obviously the affluence, or what is it? The money, everything was all there. The gold was
Opulence.
there. Yeah, all the money, all the gold was there. Well, people are starving. That was the very eve of the slash of their food program. So while others are staying awake, scared to death, they're in there celebrating the Great Gatsby, which I think Trump is probably jealous of because he was such a rich man with such power. And I think the theme was just perfect for the facts of life that we're living in right now.
It was quite the thing to see the write-ups about people covering that story and to see the theme of complete detachment from the reality. Trump's been saying, we have the best government, we have the best income, we're making so much money, we're so rich now, America's being made great again. Meanwhile, that's not what we see or hear.
Because it's just not true. I mean,
he says it's true.
He's bringing in this billions of dollars from the tax, which he calls a tariff, but it is a tax on the American people, and the American people are really starting to suffer now. All of their health plans are all doubling, and plus their food subsidies are gone. And it's just a mess down there. And I think we're going to talk later on another show about the elections that just took place. I think that's reflecting the fact that, thank God, finally the people are starting to look and see.
So voting may be the ultimate reality check. Trump can spin it. So can Scott Bessent. So can... I'm getting his name mixed up. I'll call him what you call him because I hear you.
Ludnick.
Yes. Lutnick is... what his name is, but talk about incompetence. I told you that Bessent lost 90% of his wealth during that Bitcoin debacle.
They're all going to lose. You cannot connect yourself to Trump and win. He'll win, but maybe not this time. Maybe he'll find. Oh, your books are all gone. Okay,
I started to clean the Hobbit Hole.
But everything that Trump touches dies.
Yes.
And the truth of the matter is that's because he really is a sociopath, I think. He couldn't care less, could pretend he does, but he doesn't for anybody other than himself. I mean, he's even speaking in the third party about those Democratic losses that that's because that's because Trump wasn't on the ballot. Oh my goodness, what an ego.
But he was on the ballot.
He was really on the ballot because he's actually the reason the win for the Democrats in this particular case was so high. But going back to Mar-a-Lago, who was there?
The Great Gatsby.
Who was there? Probably all those cabinet guys.
I haven't seen a guest list, so I couldn't tell you, but I would assume
billionaires.
It's the Billionaires Club.
Yeah.
That's all I can... I don't know
if is this Kushner's... No, his son's club? Remember he started a club? You have to pay something like $1 million to get in it or something like possibly. That. Is that the club?
I don't know. It was hosted at Mar-a-Lago, so that's all I know. And what it smacks of is the detachment, the disassociation. He's completely in his own world, his own silo. He listens to whoever the Trump whisperers are and believes whatever they say and shares that on Fox News. Maybe we should go to that, the most recent interview. I think it was on NBC, was it not? The most recent. He lies. It was a 28-minute interview. It was edited, by the way, because they had to edit out some of his gaffes. Really? So NBC got sued by Trump for editing Kamala Harris's, and they didn't even edit the content. They just changed. They just cut parts.
Well, that was more of a bribe. I mean,
$80 million he sued them for. I think he got 16 in the end.
what was the 15 million or 16 million he got was a payout in his pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, so that he wouldn't pull the plug on a merger. Right. That's what it is. You've got a mob boss, a real rotten one too at that, a mob boss in the White House.
Yeah, so things are not well, and we look at the disconnect between reality, Trump's claim to reality, and what people are experiencing. And we have to go to states to look at what the impact is of these things on farmers in red states. They voted for Trump. On the Bible Belt states,
well, let's look at that for just a minute, because the Trump mega people will claim that what a victory he got in China about the soybean. Let's just look at that victory. So they're going to be shipping half of what they normally do. The U.S. to China in this agreement, they're going to be shipping half of it.
How's that a win?
How's that a win? And for the next couple of years, they can ship slightly lower than what they did under Biden. And that's a win in Trump's eyes. Come on.
Wow.
And that's not a guarantee. Basically, China's saying, you tick us off, and then we won't order your soybeans.
Now, they've been rounding up people. You've seen all kinds of awful scenarios where ICE has pulled people out of daycares, out of parking lots, out of streets in front of schools. And I think I gave you the statistic that somewhere around 70% of those nabbed do not have criminal records. And so where are your criminals that you said that was your excuse for rounding them up? So again, I point to tone deafness, and going back to tone deafness, I'll point this out. Lauren Boebert and her boyfriend, you know, the handsy Lauren Boebert in the movie theater got caught on camera in the dark. You don't remember that?
No.
Lauren Boebert is like Marjorie Taylor Greene, one of those weird Republicans in the Congress. She had a Halloween party, and I think her district is in Colorado. She and her boyfriend were dressed up as an ICE agent, she as an Hispanic woman.
Oh, for God's sake. How unsensitive can that possibly be? You know, it's so weird, because if Americans if all of us would just look for a minute. All right, mass shooters, what are they, mostly white male?
Yep.
White male, so we should round up all white males and ship them off where? Oh, wait, that would be America. That's where they're from.
America's becoming the S-hole nation that Trump
Everybody's got crooks. And yes, crooks are going to flee to the wealthiest country in the world.
Why not?
And why not? And you're going to have all kinds of creeps come to this country. That's what you're going to get. But amongst them, you know, the 99% are people coming here to find their dreams, their hopes. And they understand that hard work is going to do it. You got your hardest workers coming from these poor countries to make that work. They're going to make their dream work. They're not coming. Like, for instance, they're holding up, they've suspended Parliament down in the United States because one of the things Congress, because one of the things they don't agree with is giving billions to immigrants for health. Well, they don't do that.
They don't do that.
That's just a flat out lie.
But unless you're following the Jim and Terry show, most people don't get that truth.
Well, thank goodness our ones and twos can hear it.
Now, let me add to you a little statistic I heard on. It makes MAGA, which is the far right conservative people, mad when you quote this. But we asked them the question: do illegal aliens, contribute to the economy? Do they pay taxes? And if so, how much? Virtually everyone interviewed said nothing. They contribute nothing. They are the leeches.
Not true.
They contribute billions in taxes. They pay taxes.
Yeah. And plus, they do the jobs you and I don't want to do.
Exactly. Jim and Jerry shows, trying to sort fact from fiction, and The Great Gatsby, novel or real life. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Let's open this cognac.